All right, Larry Kruger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little San Francisco Giants video. And this video is brought to you by the sponsor of today's video, Mojo Fantasy. I love using the Mojo Fantasy app, and I'm excited to announce I'm partnering with them to do a jersey giveaway. We're giving away a Nick Bosa or a Brock Purdy, or both, I should say, jersey giveaway on Thanksgiving night. And all you got to do is hit the Mojo Fantasy app. Check that link in the description. Make sure you use the promo code Krug, and you can get up to $100 matched on your first deposit for everybody who downloads the app and types in that promo code Krug. You're going to be entered into a contest to win a Purdy or a Bosa jersey of your choice. And we'll be giving that away on Thanksgiving night in the postgame after Niners Seahawks on Turkey Day. Looking forward to that one in Seattle. All right, let's talk a little bit about the San Francisco Giants. The offseason is almost here. That's right, just around the corner. The offseason will be here. And what are the Giants going to do? Now, they're going to lean on their farm system quite a bit. They may sign a free agent or two, but I think this is the offseason where they may make a trade. And I've got 6 guys here that if I were running the show, I would definitely, these would be my 6 targets. I really believe that you have to develop pitching from within and sign hitters, or trade. I should say trade for hitters because you're going to have a hard time signing them. You got to trade for hitters or develop hitters. You could probably sign pitchers because pitchers will be willing to pitch in your ballpark because it's so pitching friendly. But hitters, you're either going to have to develop them or you're going to have to trade for them because in free agency, the ballpark depresses their numbers, and you're just going to have to dramatically overpay in free agency if you want to get free agent hitters. I think that is proven at this point, a quarter century into Pac Bell, which is now known as Oracle Park, into the history of this park. I think we kind of know how things go here in San Francisco. So let's go through 6 trade candidates that I'm really excited about. Now, the first one is Dylan Carlson, who went to Elk Grove High School in Sacramento. This year, he played in 76 games. He didn't have a good year. 219 average, 318 on base, only 14 extra base hits, 27 RBIs, 27 runs scored, 0.5 WAR, 79 OPS plus. You know, he didn't have a good year, but that's good because that means he's cheap. His contract is very reasonable. He's arbitration eligible through 2026. He was one of baseball's top prospects prior to 2020. He was a top 10 guy. And he started off pretty good. He was 3rd in the NL Rookie of the Year voting in 2021. But in 2 years since then, he's not been very good. But he's only 24, and he's got 3 years remaining of club control. And he's a great buy low candidate for teams looking for outfield help, and the Giants should be looking for outfield help. This guy can play a little center. He can play all 3 outfield spots. He's a NorCal guy. Farhan's talked about the desire to get more local, and I think the price could be right. Somebody's going to pick off Dylan Carlson and get a steal. Why not? Why shouldn't it be the Giants? So number 1 on the list, Dylan Carlson from Elk Grove up near Sacramento. Number 2 on the list, I like Max Kepler. Kepler this year, 130 games, 121 OPS plus. He hit 260, 332 on base, 48 extra base hits, including 24 home runs, drove in 66, scored 72, a 2.9 WAR guy. And he's got a club option for 2024 at $10 million, which is somewhat reasonable. He just wrapped up a 5-year, $32.1 million contract this past season. He's controllable for one more season by way of a $10 million club option that carries a $1 million buyout. He's only 30. He's had problems staying healthy. But man, I mean, you look at his career, this guy's averaged 31 doubles, 26 homers, 78 ribbies, 3.3 WAR per 162 games during his 9 seasons in the big leagues. I think the Twins want to move him. They got this big, powerful left-handed hitter, Matt Wallner, coming up. Trevor Larnach is a big part of their future in the corner spots. There's a lot of talk the Twins are going to listen to offers for Kepler this winter on the heels of what was a little bit of a productive campaign for him. There'll be other teams knocking at the door, but the Giants should be one of them. I like Kepler. I think Kepler could have a bust-out career, Another guy who's has some experience, young veteran, done some good things, had some injuries. He's only 30, still very much in his prime. I'd be very interested in Max Kepler if the Giants could get him. All right, let's move on to candidate number 3. I'm a big fan of Edward Cabrera from the Marlins. This year, 22 games, 20 starts, 4.24 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, 66 walks, 118 Ks in 99 and 2/3, 1.8 WAR. He's arbitration eligible through 2028, so he's controllable, and he's got awesome stuff. Some of the best stuff of any young pitcher in baseball. Upper 90s fastball, swing and miss change. Real hard breaking ball. He's healthy. He generated 10.1 strikeouts per nine so far in his major league career. He's only 25. He's allowed 78 hits and 99 and 2/3 this year. The opponents hit 215 off him. So, he walks too many guys, 15.2% walk rate. But he's got elite stuff. And to me, this is a guy who you buy low and you might be able to get him to throw, a little bit more control. Maybe you get him to mature a little bit as far as attacking the zone, simplifying a little bit. I love Cabrera, Edward Cabrera. I mean, if the Marlins want to move this guy, man, I'm in line. I'm in line. I like Edward Cabrera quite a bit. He's not old. He's got club control. He's got major, major upside. Buy low target, controllable arm, everything you want. I mean, this guy is exactly what you're looking for. I definitely want Edward Cabrera. All right, the polar bear, Pete Alonso. This year he had 150. He played 154 games, 122 OPS plus. Terrible year average wise, 217. 318 on base is not great either. 69 extra base hits, 46 bombs. This is the guy that will be the new face of the franchise if you could get him. Drove in 118, scored 92, 3.2 WAR guy, arbitration eligible through the end of this year. I mean, this guy's got power. This is the guy people are going to be buying jerseys or jerseys. They'll be walking around town in Pete Alonso jerseys. When the Giants come to town, it's bye bye baby. Well, you know what? This guy would kind of, reaffirm that whole philosophy. To me, he wants a bit long term deal. Give it to him. Yeah, this is the guy I would sign up long term. He's the anchor of the Mets lineup, so you're gonna have to give him something good in return. But if the Mets can't get him signed long term and they pivot to shopping him aggressively, if I'm the Giants, I'm first in line because this guy is the guy that's going to put butts in the seats. He's likable. He's a great team guy. He's got major power. This guy can hit it out to right field. This guy can hit it out to Triples Alley at Oracle Park. And more importantly, this guy would be the guy that everybody wants the jersey of. So Pete Alonso, the polar bear, go get him. Go get the polar bear. I think that would make you want to shake things up, go get Pete Alonso. You want to have people stop talking about your management and your manager and all this stuff. Go get Pete Alonso and they'll talk about the players instead. I love Alonso in San Francisco. I think he'll be a great ad. All right, another guy that I want, Juan Soto. The Padres are having financial problems. Juan Soto this year played all 162. He had a 158 OPS plus. He had a good year. 275 on base, or 275 average, 410 on base. That's Barry Bonds-esque. 68 extra base hits, 35 bombs, 109 RBIs, scored 97, a 5.6 WAR guy. He's arbitration eligible through 2024. My buddy Kevin AC down in San Diego says the Padres are planning to reduce payroll to somewhere in the $200 million range. They were $256 million this year, so they got big money to cut, and they're probably going to move this guy. Now, they're going to lose Blake Snell and Hader, and that'll free up some money. But, man, if they want to really get to the $200 million mark, that means they're probably going to shop Juan Soto. And if they do, get in line. That's the guy you want, Juan Soto. Juan Soto is young, and he could be the face of the franchise for the next decade. You got to get a big package back if you're the Padres, but so what? If I'm the Giants, I'm paying big for this kid. This guy rakes. He's a tremendous player, and he's coming off a tremendous year. So Juan Soto's number 5 on the list. And number 1 on the list, back to the local angle, Corbin Burns, who pitched at St. Mary's. This year, he started all 32 games, 3.39 ERA, 1.07 whip, 66 walks, struck out 293 and two thirds, 3.6 WAR guy. Contract, he's arbitration eligible through the end of the year. He doesn't make a lot of money right now. He's making 740 grand. So the Brewers have kind of gone cheap with Burns, and I from what I'm hearing, he wants out. So that would be bring him home. Bring home Corbin Burns. Let him anchor your rotation for the next 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, the Brewers are going to want a lot for sure, but he's only got 1 year of club control left. So, I mean, this guy's an ace. This guy could be the ace. This is the guy that you anchor your rotation on. You want to win the World Series and recreate Lincecum and Bumgarner and Kane and what you had here in San Francisco. You got Wisenhunt coming. You got Harrison coming. Make a big package for Burns. Let him front your rotation with Logan Webb. Now you're this pitching dominant team. You go Webb and Burns and Wisenhunt and Harrison. You're good to go. Now it's going to take a lot to get him. You might have to move Harrison or Wisenhunt to get him. Maybe both. But I would try to make a deal where I moved younger pitchers down further away, maybe other prospects besides those two guys. See if you can get Burns to front your rotation. St. Mary's kid, he's been durable. You could sign him up long term. He would front a dominant rotation. There you go. Those are the 6 guys I'm looking at. Corbin Burns definitely would be a huge get for the Giants. Juan Soto would be a huge get for the Giants. Pete Alonzo would be a great get. Edward Cabrera would be a phenomenal addition. Max Kepler would be a great addition, and Dylan Carlson. Those are the 6 guys I'm looking for if I'm the San Francisco Giants in trades this offseason. All right, check that link in the description and make sure you use the promo code Krug at Mojo Fantasy and get up to $100 matched on your first deposit. Of course, it enters you into a drawing for a Purdy or a Bosa jersey on Thanksgiving night. We give that away. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krug Show. Check them out in Corte Madera and Emeryville. They're open 7 days a week. The best barbecue in all of Northern California. Go say hi to Damon and Mary. Tell them that Krug sent you. And thanks to all of you for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube.